Hello everybody and welcome back to Europa, where we are currently engaged in a war with Japan, and I want to just take a quick look here. Butuan and Japan only. Okay, I just wanted to double check that to see if there was anyone that I didn't remember. This is the start of a new recording session for this game, so I definitely needed to do a little bit of review there. Probably should have done that before starting the episode, but here we are. So we are going to head on over this direction for now. We're just looking to farm up a good amount of war score at this point. That is our target. We just need war score. Checking in down over here, we have not arrived over this way yet with the forces that we sent over. I believe we sent those last episode. We weren't just lining them up. No, we're on our way over here. I'm quite certain of that. The question is, where are they? I don't actually see them. They're in this list somewhere. Possibly... You know what? It'll be easier to find it by Navy. So we're going to go to our navies, which are also in this list somewhere. Beautiful. I don't see our navies. Okay. Why are navies apparently suddenly not in the outliner? Am I just blind? These are armies. Here's our navies. Okay. I'm just blind. Fantastic. There we are. Okay. Perfect. Well, this is off to a great start. We're going to hop up over here. We can see that they've got 75,000 troops. We have more. We're going to need leadership out here. Unfortunately, we can't put in a leader while we're loaded onto a ship. That's something I should have thought of last episode, rather. We're going to head on in here. I think we still have enough to triumph. Even if we don't, we can replace these troops. It's not a big deal. We're already working on doing some of that, so that'll be fine. Up over this direction, I'm just checking in. It looks reasonably fine. Let's head over to Awari at this point. Actually, hang on. That's Terra Incognita there. Let's get that explored. Perfect. How's their war with Ming looking? They're still technically winning it. I like it. Okay, so we need to reconstruct what we were planning on taking from the last episode because I've restarted the game. So we're going to be taking everything over here. That's a guarantee. I'd like to take Tsushima. Like so. And then we're just going to head in over this direction and take what we can. Oh, there was also this province. We can't take these, unfortunately, because those are occupied by Ming with that awkward coattail, and there's only so much we can do about that. But this is what we want. Beautiful. Okay, should be reasonably fine. And we're just going to head down to this fort now. I do want that missionary strength at this point. So we're just going to move through with this force like so. I want to check in and see, did we win this fight? It's closer than I would have liked, but we did win it. Cool. So that'll be fine. If we had leadership. Ah, okay, so they're making a beeline up over this direction. Shoshone Separatists, we don't care about. I'm going to split off most of these forces. We are going to... Actually, we're going to leave behind just this unit. The rest of these are going to head up. Cool. Because we want to stop them from doing this nonsense, right? Now, here's a question. Are they going to come around and attack here? If so, we should move this force in. It looks like they indeed are. Okay. Fort maintenance, I don't care about. It's fine. Whatever. We're going to head over this direction. And that was the correct move to come down there like that. So I like it. That's great. That ended up working out very well. This battle here, that could have gone more grim than it did. They retreated very early there, and I don't think they needed to. But we'll eliminate this force, no problem. I want to have these guys positioning here and here, just to continue to siege. We are approaching our cap here. How much is this going to cost us in admin power? 709? Okay, so we're going to do our 2-to-1 ratio split here. We're going to do dip minus, I'm going to do 400 here. And then admin 200. Now that's going to put us capping our admin very soon. And to that end, we're going to spend down our admin power ever so slightly by boosting our stability. Okay. A peace offer from Japan. That's probably not the peace offer we're looking for. And let's go ahead and convert here. This would not actually finish conversion, but we can convert like so. I want these guys to go down to Kyoto at this time. And let's see how we're looking for acceptance here. Minus 149 reasons. Okay, our war score versus Japan is only 49%, so that makes sense. We're now going to move out over this way and take Rapa Nui. So that should be fine. And we will continue to take over what we can here in Japan. We're just farming that war score. Cool. So we're going to head up here and here. Just continuing to fill in our backline a little bit. Our versus Japan war score is currently what? 50%? 50%. Okay. So we definitely need more there. I saw them move into this Terra Incognita there with their primary army. We're going to move in, actually, somewhat like this. Cool. So that should be Rapa Nui under our control. Let's hop over here and just verify that. Oh, we're moving these one at a time. That's very awkward. I guess these can stay here, and we can have this force move out, like, into the Society Islands. Very awkward indeed, but it's okay. We won the Siege of Kyoto. I'm just looking at numbers differentials here. We're going to allow these two sieges to finish. Move these guys in. I do want these to be force marched. Okay. We don't catch here. Let's head into this Terra Incognita. Get that explored. That's where they're going. And that's fine. I just wanted to get this Terra Incognita explored. Next. Let's bring our ships... Oh, we're moving these guys. That's awkward. Okay. That's fine, I guess. We'll move these guys up to here. They'll get there eventually. We can spread out here and have our forces take positions somewhat like this. Emphasis on somewhat. Okay. So I'm going to move in these guys like so. Cool. These revolts are not relevant to us in the slightest. Checking in on our versus Japan war score here. It's improving, but it's not where we need it to be yet. We're going to continue to push in over this way, and these guys, I want them backing up these forces. In the meantime, we are continuing our siege here. These looms will clothe the nation. I'm sure that that's true. Okay, our forces have now arrived here, meaning that we are progressing much faster on this fort. We see 2 more forts over here. That looks good. I'm now going to move over something... No, I want you to take this crossing here. Why are you not pathfinding over this crossing? But you're pathfinding over this one. Probably because of the zone of control of this fort, actually. Okay, well, we're just going to move these guys forward in a kind of leapfrog fashion for right now, then. Should be fine. This fort has ended. Ooh. This isn't great. We're going to stop moving here. I don't actually want to attack these guys. And we can't attack here because of the naval battle. We, of course, win the naval battle. And now we can make our way across this strait. Beautiful. So they're going to look to make their last stand over here, right? That's fine. We are going to do this. There we go. Now, there's an unconditional surrender from Butuan here. If we were to do this, how much would we be able to take of our goal? We take all of this. Remember that this is an unconditional surrender. So we can take whatever we want here. I'm just wondering if this is better for us. I want to take Tsushima. which we cannot demand. We have to control the things. Okay. So in that case, we can take something along the lines of this, which is almost exactly what we would be able to take, minus Tsushima. This is probably worth doing. Yes, I would argue that this is worth doing. So we'll send that demand. And that's basically half of Japan under our control. We're going to bring these guys up over here. We need to core all of these. And we're about to core Sula, which is, you know, nice, but it's 0 overextension. We can get all of those cores going instantly, just like that. Now, we're going to have some issues. And those issues that we're going to have stem from overextension. Looking at our provincial unrest, it's not awful. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to convert a little bit more admin over. So, or rather dip over. So minus 400 dip and then admin 200. And I'm going to do the same with military. So mil minus 400 and then admin 200. Cool. And then we're going to, I didn't mean to close that necessarily. I don't want to open buildings. Okay, we're going to boost up our stability to 3 with that power. Because what I really want to see is almost all of this going away. Now, how long on these cores? 3 years. Sure. What else can we do to reduce our unrest? We're 89% religious unity right now. So that would help. But I want to attack Malacca almost immediately. That said, we want to let the Japanese war with Ming wrap up. 25 admin power? Done. Okay, so I'm going to spread these troops out a little bit. These guys can stay here. These guys, actually not these guys. I think I ordered them to stay here. That's awkward. We're going to let these spread out a little bit and see what that's going to end up looking like. There's a conversion done. That's good. That will help our religious unity, and we want to continue to help our religious unity. We're up to 90% religious unity now. So that is good. Minus 1.66. So our religious unity is adding 0.3 to our unrest, which is actually a huge chunk of our unrest. Noted. Okay. What is this? Province is occupied by the rebels, but there's nothing here. Armenia and Mississippi particulars. Awkward. I guess this is because they are within our colonial nation? Sure. We don't care about any of these rebellions either. And we'll just spread these guys all out. Okay. Cool. So those are all coring at this point. Let's see what we can build for state houses. Nothing. Town halls. Nothing. I'm not shocked about that considering we're coring right now. So that'll be fine. I want this war to end. Ming is losing the war. And Japan is sending forces over here. This is good. This is good. I want this war to go away. The question is, when will it? And the answer is, I think, not for a while. These guys can dock up. We don't need them over here now. But I'd like to attack Malacca, but not at a time that would help Ming. Now, Ming has pulled that war back to even, it looks like. No. Malacca is... They just have a separate... They have a separate war score. Fair enough. How are things looking in our provincial unrest? Awkward is the answer. Okay, that's fine. Brunei, Malacca, yeah. So we've got some actual separatists here that we need to worry about now. That's unsurprising, and we will continue to work on conversions. There we go. So we see a couple of rebellions out over this way. I'm going to put a leader here. And we're going to head on up and then head over. Cool. So we've got this over this way. We will force march these guys. No, wrong button. We will force march these guys and bring them in. Yeah, cancel their autonomous rebel suppression. There we go. What else do we have? These guys here, these guys here, these guys here, these guys here. And that's it. Just those 4. Cool. So that's all handled. No problem whatsoever there. We converted some heretics. Always great. And we'll get more heretics converting. We should be hitting 91 pretty soon. I don't think we had any major issues there. Cool. Surprisingly, we're winning this, especially now that our leadership gets there. Armenian Particularists. Okay, we're going to have to start actually looking at these. We're not going to have hugely major rebel issues, but we'll have some. So Wichita Separatists shouldn't be a problem. Just these Particularists, and that's already handled. Okay, beautiful. No issue whatsoever. Cool. Oh, there's these guys over here. I must have missed them. So we'll head on over. No problem. Majapahit Separatists and Hojo Separatists. That's important. A lot of these are not. Okay. This is already dealt with. No problem. And Majapahit Separatists, we'll just bring these guys on in. No issues. And then these can come up here and cap back. Okay. This fort should cap this location, and we'll just move on over. Rebellion over here, no problem. We don't care about it. That's in our colonial nation. Cool. So our diplomatic reputation is dropped. It's expected. Okay. Nothing too major going on right now. This is looking okay. Tolerance of the true faith or missionary strength? We are taking the missionary strength. Thank you very much. So that's going to boost our missionary strength and get us converting even faster. Beautiful. Now there's these guys here, and I'm going to send this force over to deal with them. Cool. There's some particularists I'm missing. There's no doubt about that. It's a little bit awkward. But we'll head on down over here, and I'm not seeing any other sieges. So for the time being, it should be fine. I'm just trying to speed through this a little bit. So things might slip through the cracks a little bit here and there, but it shouldn't be too bad. I'm going to move this force over, but we can force march them. There we go. And there's these guys up here that slip through the cracks as well. No problem. I mean, it's not a major deal, right? It'll be fine. Samba Separatists, we'll deal with that. Yeah. Cool. No issue. Conversions. Fantastic. We will continue to convert. And those will be done nice and quickly. Japanese Cascadians are irrelevant. Incan, yeah, those are all irrelevant. Sounds good to me. Cool. Fantastic. So these cores, of course, need to be finishing up. We'll need to deal with that one. This one's irrelevant, though. No problem. And as far as this goes, yeah, it's fine. How's that Japanese war going? Plus 16 versus Ming. I like it. Hopefully that continues. Lose a stability or lose 20 army tradition? I'll lose the army tradition, but I don't love it. Cool. A number of revolts this month. We're starting to get into the point where we expect quite a number of them, but this is not a problem. This over here is. Erie Separatists and... yeah, no issues. Other than this one. Cool. So that's all dealt with. There should be a location over here that needs to be capped back. Yes. Beautiful. How are we doing on our coring? Over half done. No problem. Yaki Separatists, no issues there. Absolutely great. We could gift these provinces over to Armenian Louisiana. It might not actually be the worst idea. So, Armenian Louisiana. We want to grant province. 1, 2, 3. Done. So we don't want to have to deal with that. We'd love to gift this to Armenian Canada. Unfortunately, we just can't do that right now. But that's okay. So our coring is going very well here. There's no doubt about that. Admin power? Sure. So we've got some separatists down over here. Japanese Cascadian separatists are irrelevant. These are already dealt with. That's all good. We'll get rid of these revolutionaries. No problem. And how's that coring going? We're getting pretty close. We're like 70% done with our coring. Beautiful. That is absolutely great. So we're going to be able to declare our next war quite soon here. Now, to be clear, we're still going to have to spend down our deficit, or rather our admin a bit, but being able to convert these over is so efficient for us. Even if we lose some points in the conversion, right? 50% of the points in the conversion. It's still very worthwhile for us. I don't believe any of those separatists are ours, so that's okay. How's Japan doing? Is that war over? The war is over. Beautiful. They must have white-pieced. Very, very glad to see that. So that means that Ming is not really causing any issues with our plans. That's perfect. So our next plan is to fight Malacca. That's for sure. We will continue to convert here. We're now up to 91% religious unity. That's progressing nicely. Okay. Tondoin, Kilwan, some of these are actual separatists. So we don't care about this. We don't care about this. Navajo we don't care about. Joara we don't care about. This we don't care about. Kilwan we do. We'll deal with that. And Tondoin we care about as well. We'll eliminate them. Fantastic. Now I want to double check that Malacca is still allied with Japan. They are indeed. Beautiful. Cuscoan we don't care about, and Muiscan we don't care about either. So both of those are fully fine. Our coring is going to finish up shortly, and we're going to declare once our coring is done. That's the idea here. So 23 July 1909. That'll be close enough. I don't think we have to wait on all of these to finish coring. 9 November, 6 December. We can wait on it, but I don't think we have to. We gained in inflation. No big deal. None of those are relevant. Cool. So this was an extremely painless expansion. Extraordinarily painless, in fact. I like it. Especially considering we got virtually half of Japan. And we're going to get more. We are going to get more. Cuba peasants. Yep, that's all fine. No issues. And there's all those cores finishing up. Beautiful. So now let's go ahead and look at states here. In the production interface, we will go for states. And we will make all of these into states that we can. We can't make all of them just yet, but we'll get all of these full cored as well. And that's quite cheap, realistically. Okay, there's another conversion finishing 9 November and December. I think that I am actually going to wait on that before we declare. Let's wait on getting all of these cores done. There's another core. We're not expecting any additional rebels at this point. Our rebels shouldn't be, well, maybe like Sulu rebels. I don't know. There might be a couple here and there. Shouldn't be too bad. Should not be too bad at all. So let's wrap up these cores. 9 November and 6 December. So there's one. And the next one is less than a month away. Let's get that done. And there we go. We will make those into states. So we will sort by status here. There we go. And core them. Beautiful. Are we still lacking one? We are. So let's give it a month tick. We'll have enough admin for that. I mean, we probably should transition some dip over. So dip minus 800, admin 400. There we go. We were getting close to our cap on dip. So that'll be fine. Excellent. And now I would argue that we are ready for our war against Malacca and Japan. Yeah, we're truced with Japan. It does not matter, because we can declare on Malacca and Japan would join. So we will go ahead and do this, and next episode, we will fight Malacca and Japan. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I'm noticing this over here. And a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including Kazaral, JJ Gamer, ALS Gamer, Ken2In, Atala, Shadow Wolf, Jens Graham, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Video Games Are Not Real, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Kadra, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.